well. That's why I like the Xanis as well, a little bit on the tankier side, like I was asking for, because it means that if you get caught out by the Yabeneth, if you get caught out by the Malik, you still have the opportunity to survive. But I feel like J Team have won this draft, provided ALG's execution is not pixel perfect. If ALG have pixel perfect execution, they'll win this game. Otherwise, J Team have more mistakes that they can make.
I definitely agree in the sense that ALG running this super squishy composition, if they don't execute this perfectly, it is going to be very difficult to see this through. The Zephyrus, again, it just needs to be super rock solid, and we're actually seeing particularly rough position going in onto this Sage Golem. He wants to try and snipe this out, but it doesn't matter if he dies. Look at the damage as Zane is following up right now, the uppercut from Star, but it is not enough, as that's going to be first blood going to ALG.
This time.
Yeah, Yuzon is actually doing such a fantastic job here, showing traditionally, I think Marja is oftentimes one of the most uncontested, you know, she's one of the best solo laners in the game. But now that level 4 has been reached, Yuzon is going to have a fantastic time with that, going in there onto 80's hero, and is going to be able to pick up that kill.
Very nicely done. Now the focus shifts towards the top lane again, and AC's may be in trouble.
He does have the Ghost Walk, but he already burned the Flicker. Mentioned it before. Betty's there on the flank, will help to secure that kill. Rest not quite there in time. Did not, actually did have the Hurricane Wall, but not quite in position to use it. Trying to keep this tower alive, but Star's just able to do such fantastic poke damage. Benny, though, needs to be careful. He is going to fall, staying just a little bit too long. Yeah, but Wins, watch for him to look to re-engage here with the shock. Just a second, there it is, the pick, the flank. ALG just not having the HP to work with in these fights. The chip damage from J-Team was way too much, as Star's going to go in and try and pick up the kill onto Zay, but Sleepy does it with the Reiki shot, keeping him alive. Neil, though, oh, Zane baited it out perfectly.
Sleepy has been stepping up on this world stage. Now he needs to hold the tower, and Wins and Neil are looking to press forward and trade that kill.
Oh, and they are able to do so. Sleepy.
Drake summoned with this wave in the top lane. This is going to be a split push from J-Team. They're going to take mid and top simultaneously.
There's the shot going in the mid. Wins is there. MTS is going to be the target to follow up. And Yuzon is now in the flank. The Hurricane Wall to push him back on in. Rest is there, but he does have the out as Zane goes in. Tries to stay on through, but the double heal from J-Team is keeping them in this right now as Neil survives. Going onto the high ground. Double push through both lanes as the Drake is there as well. Pushing in onto the core. That is going to be GG. Game number 1 is going to go to J-Team. Well, they do lock in that Malik, but the instant hover of the Mina Superman. So good counter dive, good counter dive again in that Superman as well. Can be able to totally disrupt this.
I actually really, I'm not a fan of the Mina pickup here, because ALG aren't, they don't have any squishy assassins. That could change with their last pick. They still haven't locked in a jungle. But Mina is very good against squishy assassins, and she'll struggle if you're playing versus a full engage comp like this.
Which, I mean, makes a little bit sense going this side of the map, but already Rest forced to burn that Flicker. The follow-up is there, the stun, and that is going to be first blood as Wins is just chasing Sleepy in with impunity. Yeah, Yuzon barely taking any damage so far, and Sleepy is wishing he could say the same. Zane is going in with the death from above in the mid. Benny is going to be the target. The follow-up is there, and Benny is going to fall, but Sleepy might pay for it, and he does.
The minions actually getting that kill after Neil knocks Sleepy down to 1 HP. Oh my god, AC's hero. Run while you still can.
That speeding bullet up there. He uses, able to get level 4 and locking Yuzon in place. Yuzon just watching him go. Hang on. But he goes in with the ult. 80's hero. Might have been able to outplay that if he'd had his death spec and back up on cooldown, but I don't think he did, and that was so close. Beautiful play there from Yuzon.
Lots of pressure onto them, and especially with Neil on the board playing Violet, it's going to be very, very difficult to hold towers.
MTS is going in. There's the death from above. Benny with the Dark Dominion on the flank. There is 80's hero. And Benny, they've identified they can get the kill. The death site there is though. Wait, no, Benny actually escapes. And now it's Rest who's going to follow the reinitiation, the pushback, and the follow-up kills. 80's hero saying, I didn't need to go in on this fight. My team has it. Because it's now 8 kills to 1. Yeah, maybe they shouldn't have taken the fight at all. But if they decided to, they needed to do it as 5. And now we're just seeing it.
So much utility blown targeting Benny. And Yuzon will just be able to scoop through, as with the rest of the damage dealers, and find an opening pick.
We are now seeing the tilt of ALG. They're going in able to take a tower through all of this, but still getting pushed back is ALG. Able to recover. There's ADC on the flank. There is what we needed, and that is Benny killed. That is the Death's Embrace we were looking for, but all the while, Wins is pushing in onto the high ground, taking that tower, and we're seeing Rest just getting ripped apart. The Redwood rush is not enough.
And when they are taking fights, don't immediately focus Benny.
But that's what we're talking about. Starting this fight, Rest goes in, he's instantly killed, the poke damage is there, Neil is going to go down. This is exactly what they needed, but now Star's going to the flank, Zane's going to be it, and in the back, Superman is there once again to shut it down. That is 4 quick kills, so clean. And Star pushes them all in together, and then Yuzon brings them all on back. MTS is likely just gone. And there it is, second and third high ground towers, respectively. The super duper minions, as you like to say, will be joining us here.
J-Team recognize this is basically their game. They back up, they allow the respawns to come through, they won't be caught out, and now they can find isolated picks.
Like they're doing right now onto Sleepy. Like I said, he's a bully. He's just such a bully. As 80 is trying to get up the kill onto Star, not going to be able to do so. That is 2 kills.
And now J-Team can just push forth and take the game.
That is going to be it, pushing in onto the core. The minions are here. They're poking down Rest in the base for good measure, and that is going to be it. With a quick 2 games, J-Team take the series.